just want to share some of the more difficult parts of owning a dog, and that is the daily grooming, monthly or 3-week bath, brushing. I'm going to start sharing these parts because it seems like from the videos I do share, I get a lot of people who message me that they're looking for a dog. What does it entail? What is it? And it is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. And today I'm going to do a video on how to give your dog, or how I give Bolt a bath, and maybe it'll give you some insight on what that is. And it's not difficult, but it's pretty interesting. First thing is you got to get all your stuff, because once the dog's in the tub, you can't be reaching for stuff because it gets messy, and you don't want that. So shampoo, dog shampoo, they have special shampoo because they have sensitive skin, and you don't want to use your shampoo because that's not going to do good. I use a couple of them, whatever's on sale. This one's the Arm & Hammer one, but it works pretty good. You can use your fingers, but I have this thing called a Booty Dog, I don't know, BODHI dog, and it basically has like rubber bristles that can go deeper into the fur and take the shampoo all the way to the dog's skin. I like it. A lot of his hair sheds during his shower, his bath, so that's cool. A couple of Bolt's towels here. So once I have everything ready, Bolt's here. He's not a big fan of taking a bath, but he doesn't mind it either. He's used to it. I've been giving him a bath since he was a puppy. So the first thing I do is you want to get your water temperature lukewarm. You don't want cold water. That will make him freak out, or your dog likes normal warm water, like room temperature is probably the best. So I'm going to do that and then get him in the tub. The other thing, if you have one of these, it makes life a lot easier. Otherwise, you're going to be it's going to be very difficult with like something that doesn't have a hose and a nozzle. So otherwise, you have to do it outside with your outside hose. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the water on, and then Bolt's going to come in. Bolt, come on. He's not going to come in by himself. He's going to make me. Other thing, I don't have a solution for this, but I'm always bending over, so in the end, got some back pain going on, unfortunately. But that's why I'm sharing this. It's not all fun and games. So once I have this lukewarm, I'll put it on the handle hose, and I don't do a hard spray. It's very gentle. You don't need that hard. All right. Well, in. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. See, when he was younger, I could pick him up and put him in, but now he's a big boy. So yeah, he's a good boy. Do it. If you give praise, anything that they don't like, if you give them praise, it gives positive reinforcement, so they feel more comfortable. I'm going to make him stand up. I start with the back end first and move my way up. And so first is just getting him wet. Well, stand. Come on. Stand up. Good boy. Again, this is just getting him wet. He's pretty comfortable. You gotta do all the parts that you think are dirty are gonna be dirty. So you gotta can't be squeamish when you do this stuff. You're a good boy. Yeah. If he starts getting anxious, again, praise goes a long way. And his tail is okay. It's not going in between his legs, so he's okay. By the end of this, he won't be. He'll be a little more uncomfortable than he is right now. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. All right. So now what I do is my little washer. Put some shampoo on here. Put a little bit of water just to kind of dilute it, and then I work it in. Again, I do different. Hey, come on, let's go. I know, you can't get out. See, he's getting anxious now. Well, here. There you go. So just maneuver yourself so that if they're squeamish, then you're in their way and kind of give them that comfort. So that's what I do. I'm putting myself in the way of getting out. So he knows he has to stay in here whether he likes it or not. And again, I've been doing this since he's a puppy, so he's used to it. So he's not going to jump out all of a sudden, but he does get uncomfortable. Again, coming to my front now, I get to his head. I don't do his face with this, obviously. And then once I get to this area, I don't use too much shampoo because it dries out their skin. And actually, this time I'm giving him a bath a little earlier because he just came from a dog sitting and he was dirty. So I don't want to do too much. I know, buddy. I know. I know. You're okay. You're okay. All right, you're okay. And then, of course, the underside is where most of the grime is, so I put a little bit of more shampoo. His paws and legs I do with my hands, because the fur is not that thick on his paws and his legs. So I just do that with my hand, but his stomach, and like here in between his legs, like when you lift the legs, that's where you want to get, that's where a lot of dirt gets trapped. So, and same thing behind legs, of course, the private parts, the fun parts that you have to clean. Just do it, don't worry about it. Well, I need you to look here, buddy. You're a good boy, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Alright, now this is done. And he's licking me, he's happy. He's not the most comfortable in here. A lot of hair came out. I can't show you because you can't see inside the tub. But he just shed a lot during the bath. So now the rest of this, I'm going to take some in my hands and do his legs and paws with my hands. So just lift his paws. Spread his paws out in between the paws. You always want to do that. Just so you get everything. And then your hind legs. Same thing, spread the paws out in between, underneath them. Pretty straightforward, but all right. And then the fun part, since the work is done, my back is already kind of tight. You just take off the soap, and that you want to make sure you completely take it off. So I do the opposite. I start from the front side this time, and I work my way back. The other thing you avoid, if you don't put water on their face right away, then that shaking thing they do, they won't do that as much. If I put water, you'll see at the end, I want him to shake off the water. I'll put the jet on his face gently, and he'll then shake the water off. That prompts them to shake. So right now when I'm doing his body, you see that he's not shaking. He's not going to shake. All right. He sat down. I don't like when he sits because it's harder to get some of the areas I want, but I'll allow it for a little while just so he feels like a little bit of comfort for him, but I'll make him stand up when I need it. So, again, he's not going to jump out. He understands what this is. But if your dog's a jumper, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any tips on how you can acclimate a dog in a tub. But I think positive reinforcement, I don't want to bring treats in the tub side, so I don't know if you guys want to do treats, but anything that kind of motivates your dog to listen to you, I think would work. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Thanks. So when he stands up, I can, come here, bro. Come here. Then I can get his, like, I can make him lift his legs and get the areas that I want a lot easier if he's sitting. Yeah, so he was dirty and there's a lot of dirt coming off. It's not abnormal, you know, it's especially for an active dog, bolts outside a lot. He plays, you know, we go for a lot of walks and hikes, and then, like an old man, I eventually have to sit down because this is a long process. You know, I'm probably going to edit this video and make it like a minute or two. But this is a good 10-15 minute, you know, ordeal for both of us. Him and me, right, Bolt? Yeah. He's a good kid, good boy. All right, and then the same thing, you wanna make sure you get underneath. No soap or shampoo should be on. You know, their coat, even though Bolt's a short hair, it is pretty thick, and you just want to make sure there's. In the beginning, a couple of times I learned the hard way. If I left shampoo, it would dry out his skin, and he would get a little bit of dandruff. And since when I switched the shampoo, but I also started rinsing him a lot longer, just because I felt like that was a reason when there was shampoo stuck underneath the fur, and that created the dry skin. So he's getting a little anxious, so I'm going to wrap it up. Again, just so you can see, this is some here in the drain. And now I'm going to do his face. Now his face, I usually don't put shampoo, but today he came back from the dog boarding, so I am going to put a little bit, but very little, and I'm going to dilute it, because their eyes are sensitive, and you don't want to, you know, once they don't have fingers like us, they can't rub their eyes, so I have to be careful. So I start here, you know, and he thinks I'm petting him, so he's enjoying this, but about the ears, you don't want to put water in their ears. There's a special ear cleaner for that. You want to use wipes for that. I'll just do his nozzle a little bit. Yeah, you're a good boy, boy. You're a good boy. He thinks I'm petting him. And just light shampoo on his face. And now what you'll see when I put it on his face, he's gonna shake it out now. Once you get their face wet, that's when they're gonna shake. I know, buddy. It's okay. You're a good boy. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's what I want, because when they do that, more water comes out than me using a towel on him. Alright, we're going to call it a day. So I'll turn the water off. Just turning the water off makes him a little less anxious. Again, just to show you the hair, this is wet, so it looks like less, but it's enough to clog the drain, so you want to have a strainer there. Once the shower is off, he thinks it's done, so he may jump out now, but I'm going to try to dry him off as much as possible. Now, what he does, and I'm sure other dogs do, as you take him out, he's going to just run around and start rubbing himself against walls and furniture and just, you know, rolling on the ground. I don't know why. I think they don't like the smell of being too clean, so they want to get that back. Now what I do is, just in case there's water that went in there, I just dry out his ears a little bit. And again, sensitive area, try to be very gentle with the face. And yeah, he's ready. He knows we're done, so he's ready to go out. And it's okay, I'll let him jump out if he wants. He's pretty dry. And he did the shake, thankfully. That's what I wanted earlier. It helps it, like, just shake out the water. See, he's done, he knows it, and he's done. This is the behavior after. It's normal. This is what he does. He's excited, he's wet. Now he's going after Avtar's toys. He loves going in Avtar's room, and then he enjoys, like, looking at the toys. You done, Bolt? You look clean. You clean. I know. Here he goes again. So he'll do this for a good few minutes. I don't know, sometimes there's his hair on the walls after it dries out. Oh, I have to get out of his way. This is not where he wants. He's excited, he's happy. And that, folks, is how you give a dog a bath. And here's the aftermath. Tons of hair in your tub, tons of cleanup after the bath to do. So, you know, sharing all the fun parts of owning a dog. It's not all fun. There is some work. Bo, come here. Good boy. Come here, I have to still dry you. All right, I'll finish this up and clean up, and yeah, till next time.